So what we have here is a Toyota Camry that is going to be ran at WOW. And we're not running this car, but what we're going to do is we're going to install a Jeffys Fab Farm gear selector that is designed for these Toyota Camrys. So what we have here is we have the selector that gets mounted in the interior. I've painted it blue. I kind of like blue. We have our case where it actually bolts to the motor, and then we have the selector that goes down onto the actual selector. We have the cable as well, but we're not going to pull the cable out until we have this all on. Now, I've never installed one of these before, but what I think we're going to do is we're just going to pull this piece here, pull that bolt down there, which looks like to be a 10 or a 12 mil, pull that off the side of the transmission down there, which is the actual selector, remove this bracket, and then once we do all that, we'll put our stuff on, and then we'll get our cable and run it. Our plan is to go straight from here, over top of the firewall, basically running with his cables under the interior, where he will mount the gear selector anywhere he pleases. I think maybe just a bar from here to the floor to mount it, or something like that, but we'll have to see. So let's get started at this. Here we go with the shifter install. The two bolts that right there and right there came out quite easily, and we're able to mount this bracket. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of a burn here and this wouldn't go through, so we did have to take a step bit and kind of clean it out just for that to get in there. Down here where it mounts up to the actual transmission, somebody had previously welded that, so we had to use a grinder and get the old welds off, and then we just kind of hammered this one on there and welded it. Now I imagine usually there's supposed to be a cotter pin or maybe even a bolt, but that's how this one just worked out. To remove it, we're just going to use a grinder, grind off the welds, and then basically everything's going to be junk, so we'll just do the exact same how we got the other one off. The cable comes up right through the windshield guard there, I guess you can call that, and then comes into here and S's around. Now we did have to drill a couple holes in the actual shifter down here, but it catches the factory shifter mount holes on the floor. So it's not like in an awkward position where you're not used to shifting it, but it is in a position now where it's basically like every other floor shift out there. Goes through the gears pretty good, car's rolling, park lockout. I think this is a pretty nifty shifter. It cost me $240, I do believe, but the reason I bought this shifter is because I have so many Toyota Camrys now. This thing here will just go from car to car to car to car. And it is very versatile. With the amount of adjustment in this, I can put this in pretty much any car, from a Cavalier to an Accord to basically any kind of car I drive that takes a cable shifter. But overall, the install, I'd give it about a 5 out of 10 on difficulty, because the old one we did try to remove through the factory hole and weren't able to do, so we just cut it to remove it. But overall, it was a very quick install, very easy, direct bolt on basically, but totally installed, no problem. But if you guys want one of these, contact Jeffys Fab Farm on Facebook. He ships internationally and everything like that. And just tell him Zach's Workshop sent you, and maybe it might get you a discount. I don't know, can't guarantee it, but worth a shot. Thanks for watching today's episode. Make sure you guys leave a comment and a like, and see you guys back here tomorrow. One way to dry header paint fast. All installed, ready to be smashed. Take care, good luck guys.